Hello, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Maria Teresa and I would like to share with you an auto-treatment towards well-being which was passed on to me by two beautiful individuals called Davide and Maria Rita. They met some time ago and they wanted to start a journey towards well-being and awareness. And it went so well for them that they wanted to share it with the rest of us. So I'm helping them to pass it on through English, which is not my mother tongue, so forgive my mistakes. So this treatment is directly directed at redefining our body skin. So the technique is quite simple. It's a kind of a free technique. We're trying to touch our body in different ways. And we try to pay attention to three different directions. So first of all, our hands, we're going to use our hands as a tool to hear what we are experiencing in our body. We remember to breathe, and as we breathe and as we touch the parts of our body, we try to direct our breathing there. And the third direction is to try and listen to the different perceptions or thoughts that come as we are massaging ourselves. So let's just start. There's only one really thing to follow. It's the direction. We start from the feet, we go in the front part. So we start with our feet. And so we can just really use our own intuition. Our body knows best what to do. So we can tap gently, or we can caress, or we can pinch. The idea is that we're just trying to get a connection with our body like if we were exploring it for the first time. So we start from the toes and the front part of the foot. We'll go to the bottom part of the foot later on. So I feel personally I like to pinch myself a little bit. I remember to breathe, and as I'm touching, I imagine that I'm sending my breathing where I'm touching. And I try to see what's the temperature of the part I'm touching, how dense it is. Then I go forward and I touch my ankle, and I see what different consistency is there. Maybe I feel some tendons, some bones. It's quite bony around the ankle. And I concentrate on the front part. And then I go in the front part of my leg bone. And I see how it changes. And how it changes the way I want to touch myself. There's like muscles and tendons and bones. We're just redefining our body through the sense of touch as we breathe. And then we come to the knee. The knee is quite a strong part. How is it? Can I feel the rotula? And I mean all the bones and the muscles and the tendons. They're just names that we give, but we really are getting in touch with our overall connective tissue. And then we come to the thigh. It's different consistency altogether. Is it more dense or is it more loose? There's different kind of connective tissue here. And the front part. We remember to breathe. And we're taking time to spend with ourselves. Really, we are just trying to see ourselves through our hands, like if it was the first time. And now I have explored one leg, I go to the other. So I start again with the toes and the front part of our feet. What's their shape? How do they feel? If I wish, I can close my eyes. can move my leg to make it more comfortable. I go up to my ankle. I mean, I'm sitting on the floor, but you can do this sitting on your bed or on a chair or on the couch. The important is you spend time with yourself exploring your connective tissue. And as we do this, we try to also see, is there any sensation that arises as I discover myself? Is there any thought that might arise? But I do not judge. I don't give myself any kind of judgment. I'm like an observer. And I continue and I go to my thigh. I remember to breathe. I am pinching big chunks. But you can just as well do some caress or some tapping just to see how different touches feel different. Some people have asked me, how long do I have to do this? Well, the length of time is entirely up to you. You can spend as long as you want, or as little as you want, but some time. For me, I find a good medium is to spend in each section at least 6 breathing. And we see our pelvis area where the joint meets the trunk. How is it attached to the trunk, the leg? And how it comes above. And then there's the belly, this unknown stranger. How do I want to touch my belly? Does it feel? It's quite different from the feet and the knees and the thighs. I breathe, I explore on the side as well. I see that there's also the rib cage. It's quite very different. And then there's the chest area. Again, it's different for men and women, obviously. I feel a bit conscious doing this, but I'll do it for the sake of it. And then it's obviously different when you're doing it on your own than in front of camera. And then we come to the chest area here and the clavicles. There's like some quite strong bones there. And our shoulders. The front part of my shoulder. How it's interconnected. How does it feel? Is the skin dry? Is it wet? And the other shoulder. And the entire arm. The elbow. The other arm. And then we give some time also to the hand, which we use every day for so many different things. But how much time do we spend really with our hands? I like to just apply some stronger pressure on the hands because they feel tighter. There's like bones there, just like on my feet. And I remember to breathe. Explore the fingers and the other hand. Then I come to my neck in the front part. How does it feel? I breathe as I do this. I pinch under my chin and then I come to the face. I get to know my face through my hands. It's like I'm meeting myself in a different way than in front of the mirror or through someone else's eyes. I go around my jawbone, my lips. And here I find that I want to be gentler and I want to tap on my face. just to get a sense of where it comes out and where it goes in. My eyes and my eyebrow, my forehead, and the temples, and my ears. And then I come to the scalp. It's quite different, and I try to explore it and do what I feel. I might feel again I want to tap, like a gentle rain on top of my head, or I want to move the entire connective tissue of the scalp, la dura madre, the hard mother, because it moves kind of all together. I come to the top and the side and the back of my head, and I come to my neck in the back part of it. I remember to breathe, and I just stay with me, stay with myself, enjoy these moments with myself. And then my shoulders on the back side, they're different from the front. And I give myself a pleasant massage. And then on the other side. I'm taking advantage of the fact that it's still hot, and so my backside feels a little bit sweaty right now. And then maybe it's up to you. Some people can reach it with the palm of their hands, and some can do it with the other side of their hands. They can go to the top and explore underneath a rib cage in the back. How different does it feel, the back to the front? And I breathe and I stay with myself some more time. And I go to the thigh part and my top part of my thighs in the back. And how does it feel? It's a different sensation. And I explore the back of my leg. I'll use a seat to do that. How does it change from the front part? Is it softer? Is it harder? Is it warmer? And as I explore my thigh, the back of my thighs, I remember to breathe. And I go to the back of my knee. It's quite different. And I go down to the calf. And the back of my ankle. And at the end, I go to the plant of my foot. And again, I experience the different inconsistency and density of my body. The body is the most tangible part of our physical being, and we spend our entire life inside this body. But how much time we spend with our body just to get to know our body and hear what it wants to tell us. Okay, and then we go to the other side. So I go to the thigh part in the back. I go underneath my knee. I remember to breathe, and to the calf area. And you might also, as you're doing this exercise, just observe the difference there is between one side of the body to the other. One leg might feel looser and the other one might feel tighter, but just as an observer. And the back of the ankle, Remember to breathe. And last part, the plant of the other foot. The toes, the metatarsals, the inner part of the arch of the foot, and the heel. So this is more or less the practice. It's up to you how long you want to make it last. For practical purposes, I made it last less than 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, do share it. Thank you. Bye bye.